So what I want to talk to you about now is how to upsell an existing customer, okay? And most importantly, how to get referrals from a customer, okay? So upselling simply means that you've already sold something to a doctor or a business person. Let's say you sold them something like IT maybe, or medical waste, or OSHA, or something like that. But you want to sell them some other services, right? So usually the best way to do an upsell is to do a QA visit. Okay, a QA visit is an easy way to get in, but you gotta make sure that you don't come across as you're gonna sell them something right then and there. During the QA visit, you plant the seed to come back and talk to them about a service that they mentioned that might be something of interest to them. Do you understand? You don't want to sell on your QA visit. Okay, your QA visit should be QA. Because doctors hate that bait and switch crap. You know what I mean? You go in as a QA, but then all of a sudden you start selling, right? That doesn't look good. You look like a con man, right? So when you're QA, you're QA. Okay? When you go there for a sales appointment, doctor knows she's going to be sold something. And she's prepared for it. You're good. She's good. It's going to be a great meeting. Does that make sense? Yes. But a QA is a perfect way, an avenue to set up a upsell, appointment to upsell. That's all you need to know about upselling. And whenever the upsell appointment comes, and you go there and you explain the new service and you sell them the new service. So there's no magic about upselling. But the key to our business, one of the best, most successful actions that I've ever had was getting referrals and working referrals. And I only worked referrals for maybe 6 months. And I had more people than I knew how to deal with, which was a huge, huge success and a great problem to have. And then I taught my other salespeople how to do referrals. And then before you knew it, when I was working for the other company, we sold 432, I think, or 33 clients in 1 year. First it was me, then my wife started selling a little bit. Then we hired up to 6 salespeople by the end of the year. Second half of the year was like 6 people going out there selling. And all they did is knocked on doors, got cards, made appointments. That's all they did. And we closed together, the whole team, for the whole year, 430 some clients in 1 year. Okay, if that's all you did, okay, even if you did half as good as we did, 200 clients, you're done. Let me give you an example why. 200 clients, if you sold them OSHA only, that's $200 a month on average. If you sold them one additional service, that's another $200 a month, right? One additional service, whether waste, IT, or HIPAA. That's all you did with your 200. That's $400 a month. What's 200 times 400?
80,000.
How much?
80,000.
A what?
A month.
$80,000 a month. How much your cost do you think going to be? How much is your cost going to be for OSHA?
10,000.
It's 200 times 50, right?
And 20.
Plus 10% on top is what?
$20. Yeah. So that's $60.
So 8,000 plus 20,000 is 28,000. That's the cost of OSHA. And let's say you sold HIPAA and you got a 50% margin on that. How much?
50,000 almost left.
50,000 left. Your overhead is $5,000 a month. Rest is in your pocket.
With 200,000.
With 200 customers. That's 45,000 a month in revenue. Income in your pocket, which continues to repeat itself. Not including all the initial fees you collected either. So 200, if you collected, say, $2,000 initial fees per 200 people, that's another $400,000 you collected in cash.
I'm worried about keeping 200 people happy.
I have 500 people happy out of a 600 square foot office with 3 people. We have 1 inspector, 1 IT guy, 1 receptionist, and 1 biller. That's it. Tell me any business you can find that even comes close to something like this. Anybody can come up with any business? What? Massage Envy?
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory?
Factory.
Yeah, right.
50 people working there.
Yeah. Right? I mean, maybe McDonald's, but you need $3 million to buy one. I got it, man. I got it in 1 year.
Between you and
400. It's all about your vision, and just like martial arts, man. When you focus and just have the right intention, and you get up every morning excited, I'm going to conquer this. I'm going to get there. I can see it, visualize it, meditate on it. It happens. It just happens. Don't bring any negative into your mind. Don't allow anyone to talk you out of it or to start giving you negative crap.
That's why I don't share it with them.
Don't share it with anybody. That's the best thing you can do. Share it with people like me who say, wow, that sounds like a great business, man. Share it with people like her. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about people like her. Entrepreneurial, people who are positive, people who are success-oriented, driven, goal-oriented, good. They have dreams, they have goals, they have, aspirations. These are who you want to hang out with, right? Hang out with the eagles, not the ducks. Tony Robbins says proximity is power. Okay, now let's talk about one of the most important things that I learned is how to ask for referrals. So let me ask you a question. Who's ever been in sales before? You've been in sales, right? You've been in sales before? You've been in sales before, okay? You've been in sales before.
I'm still in it.
Good, okay. So you ever asked for referrals from any of your clients?
Yes.
So what would you say to me? Let's say I bought a real estate house from you. How would you ask me for referrals?
Do you know anyone that is looking to purchase another?
To purchase a home?
Yeah.
Not that I can think of right now. That's the end of that conversation. How would you ask for referrals? What were you selling?
I was selling bon appetit.
Okay.
Okay.
Pastry.
Pastries and cookies. Okay, so then you say, well, do you know anyone who wants to buy some cookies?
Sure. Basic.
No, can't think of anybody right now. That's the end of that conversation. How would you ask for referrals?
I never ask directly, actually. I always go with the guys I know he can give me some referrals. So I just meet them for lunch, dinner.
So I'm meeting with you in lunch. We're in a conversation, and then what do you ask me?
So you do some kind of job is related to what I want to ask?
Yeah.
So I talk about business. When you start talking about business, for instance, you say, I met Julian the other day, and he's expanding his business. So, well, you know what? We just built a new building. We have the other building somewhere else. Do you know what his need? Or do you know by any chance? We might take care of you as well. And the guy actually, as soon as he hears that, he just said, okay, why not? And make a couple of clients.
So you're hoping to get a referral.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a great concept. Hoping to get a referral. I'm messing with you, man. I'm never going to hope for a referral. I'm never going to ask someone to think of who might be interested in my service. See, here's what I heard a long time ago from a very wise mentor of mine. He says, make somebody think and they will hate you. Ask them to choose between something and something else and they'll love you. Which did you like most? Multiple choice questions or essay questions? When I say, do you know anyone who might be interested in buying a home? That's an essay question, isn't it? Or do you know anyone who might be interested in leasing a building? Another essay question. Or you know anyone who wants to buy some pastry? How do I know who wants to buy pastry? Right? Wrong questions will give you the wrong answers. So let's translate that into our business. In our business, what I used to do, I would go to Dr. Javidan after she was very happy with our service. I said, Dr. Javidan, I'm so happy that you're a client of ours. How do you like our service so far? Great, everything's good, wonderful, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, so do you know anybody might be interested in our service? And you know what she would say invariably every time? Now, I can't think of anyone right now, but when I think of someone, I'll let you know. That's like the best I would get. Or she'll say, Dr. So-and-so might be interested, but don't mention my name. Is that a good referral? It's almost like a cold call, exactly. All right, so watch this now. Instead of asking the question that she doesn't know the answer to, ask a question she knows the answer to already. And it's at the tip of her tongue. Okay, here's the question, Doctor, who's your next door neighbor? Is that a question she can answer?
Sure. Yeah.
Right away, right? So you got a little pad in front of you, right? So who's your next door neighbor here? Oh, that's Dr. Mazahiri, whatever, right? Branson, whatever. Dr. Branson. Who's on the other side of you? Oh, that's Dr. Charles. Hey, Dr. Javidan, who are some of the general dentists you get patients from? Your best referrals. Who are they?
Singer, Amidi.
Singer, Amidi. Who else?
Where is she?
How many people I got so far?
5 or 6.
5 or 6. In how long?
1 minute.
1 minute. I don't tell her what I'm asking this for. I'm just asking this. There's the next question that you say afterwards. It says, Doctor, do you mind if I contact them, introduce myself, and let them know that you're a happy customer of ours? You have a problem with that?
No.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye. Walk right out the door.
What if they're a general dentist?
Doesn't matter.
No,
I ask who their specialist that they refer patients to.
I see, okay.
Who's your endo? Who's your ortho? Who's your favorite oral surgeon? Who's your favorite perio? Who's your favorite prosto? Who's your favorite pedo? Who's your favorite this, favorite that? Who do you know who just started the practice? Brand new practice. Who do you know who has more than one practice? Who do you know has the most successful practice? Who do you know who is the best oral surgeon in the area? Who's the best endodontist in the area, in your opinion? Dude, I could sit there within 2-3 minutes, have 20 names. So let's write these questions down. Ready? So who do you know who just started a new practice? That's a good one to ask, okay? Who do you know who just started a new practice? Who do you know has more than one office? These are your prime candidates, okay? The new practice because he doesn't have anything. The guy who has 2 practices doesn't have time to do anything, right? The guy the doctor refers to owes her everything, so he's going to give me the time of day. And the guy who refers to my client respects her, so he'll listen to what I've got to say. So who do you refer to? Who do you get referrals from? That right there could be 10 doctors right there. All the specialists, right? Then you can say, who's the best in your area? Who's the best in your area? Who's the best endo? Who's the best ortho? Who's the best blank in your area? Who's the most successful practice? Makes the most money, as far as you know. Who's the most successful dentist in the area?
They're going to say me. They better say me.
You better say you, yeah.
No, I mean, like, if you ask
Yeah, who's the best? Yeah.
most successful general dentist, if you're asking a general dentist, they're going to believe they're the most successful.
Then, no, I'm saying other than you. I said other than you, who's the best? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, other than you.
You are
You are the best, but who's other than you?
You already know.
But you don't. I don't ask a general dentist who's the best general dentist. I said who's the best endo,
Oh, I
who's the best ortho, who's the
You would
best,
ask me who's the best.
who's the best general dentist. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, I can tell you those.
You can ask who's your next door neighbor, who do you know in the building, you know, who's the landlord, doctor in this for this building, you know, who's your classmate in the area that you went to school with. You can also turn it over and say, who's the worst general dentist that you know? That their office is the biggest mess,
Those two. Oh my God.
right? Who's got the worst office you've ever seen? James Ho, right?
No, I've got one.
No, it's worse than that.
Yeah, worse.
So you better go to the rescue, Rod. What else can you ask? I mean, that's enough, right? Get 10, 15, 20 from each doctor you talk to. You'll never run out of leads. There's a right way to ask questions, and there's a wrong way to ask questions. You ask the wrong question, you're always going to get the wrong answer or no results. And you ask the right question, you're always going to get the right results. And I built my entire business on this referral policy right here and this technique, this strategy. And I did it with every single doctor that I sold. And I did it right after I sold them, or sometimes right after the training. Because they just saw the training, the inspection, they're feeling great. Oh wow, this was really good, Julian. That was awesome. Never knew all that stuff. That's like they're at the height. You know, they're in the ether, I call them, right? When they're in the ether is the best time to hit them for referrals.